So hello everyone, welcome to the another episode of Video Geeks. So today we have with us Harshil Parsada, Dev Gundalia, and one of the very you can say a person who is having expertise in all of the area as I expect, and his name is Ayush Bro, and we call it Ayush Bro, but his name is Ayushman Shah. So we boldly welcome to you on Video Geeks for the first time, Ayush Bro.
It's my pleasure to be here.
Yeah. So anyway, Dev is presenting, but we have Aish Bro as a guest today, and soon we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see Ash Bro on the video gigs, and hopefully he will deliver us the the expertise that they have. So be ready, guys.
Yeah,
And
thanks. Thank you, Anil, for the
now
title.
coming to yeah. So now coming to Dev. So what do you have to present today?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for. Am I audible properly?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
thanks for
have.
the introduction. And yeah, of course, we have a very special guest, rather expert today. So I had to choose sort of very because from this episode there is a new sort of topic where we explore some basic no code tool, right? So these videos are going to be very short. So yeah, today's video is about a little, automation. It is not fully automation, but it makes your overall revenue numbers, your business's overall revenue numbers look easy, and you can make those numbers visualize easily, right? So have you guys heard of IFFTT? That this one, IFTTT, sorry.
Uh, no, I have not. But
Yeah,
what is it?
so this is very futuristic sort of automation tool where if you have your Facebook friend's birthday, you can display that notification in your Samsung fridge, or maybe if you upload a Twitter post, you get the notification on your if you get a response to your Twitter, you get your notification in your car, right? So all the uh, cross party tools, notifications, pipelines, right? So those type of automations this tool does provide, right? So
So
yeah.
is it like a home automation kind of thing? Because I am aware about some things like Arduino, ESP32. They are like very basic, but I am also aware about something like Raspberry Pi and stuff like that. So is it like that or is something different?
Yeah. Can you exactly provide an example of what Raspberry Pi application you are exactly pointing to right now?
So it is like a hardware,
Yeah,
and we
it's a
can use
basic
that
computer,
hardware.
right? It's a small computer, basically. You can say that.
Yeah. Yes. So yeah, you can do lots of stuff like that. Like you can build automation, like the stuff that you have talked about. Like you get notification on your car or on your fridge.
Yeah.
So you'll get notification when somebody opens the door, and somebody, if let's say somebody's coming into your room, then light will automatically turn on. So that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so those kind of stuff can be handled with two sort of approaches. One is the developer's perspective, pure developer's perspective, where we write any script, or where we build, just like you said, Raspberry Pi, that is hardware, where we build hardware, we code it what we want, right? And the another set of tools is like this IFTTT, then this Retool, this Make. Now these are the second approach, which is no code tool. You do not have to code
Oh,
anything, you just have to click, that you want to connect. This is the action, this is the app, and this is the destination or your desired output thing, right? So you can see some examples here. Quickly create events in a Google App Calendar, right? So let's say you can even create something like, if you are having a WhatsApp chat and you write that let's have a meeting on Monday 9 p.m. So if your this tool is integrated with that WhatsApp chat, your Google Calendar will automatically schedule the alarm or notification for that by just reading that chat. Those kind of automations.
That sounds
So yeah, you
interesting.
can actually write code for those, but if you are a no code person, or if you want so many applications at one time, you can use these tools. So just when I opened the screen, I showed this tool, which is a very advanced tool. So for today, this series, we are not going to deep dive into this tool, but rather a very simple tool, which is Retool. Let's see its dashboard. So you can, yeah. So this tool, what it does is, let's say you are having a model where your employees would fill a form. It's not a Google form, it's a sort of a form that is made by Retool, and you have your own database in, let's say, Google cloud storage, GSC, not GSC, GCP, and you can actually store that in BigQuery, and you can crossfire your queries across Retool and your GSC. Right, so this way you get all the data from creators or your employees, whatever you are serving the form to, from Retool to BigQuery, backend form. Right, so you can visualize your stuff in Retool. Maybe let's say how many employees of which category are there, whatever form data you are collecting, as you can visualize it in your Retool by fetching the data from BigQuery. Right, so this BigQuery, this scenario thing is just an example, and just very beginner part of this automation tool series that we have just started. Right. Yeah. So the next step after this is done, let's say there is an action. Let's say your employee, you give a form to the employees that if they fill that form, they get a leave, a paid leave, for example. So if they fill the form with the date they want to have a leave on, so let's say the action you want to make is something like let's say you have it is integrated in your Google Calendar. So that date you will have already set an alarm for that these employees can leave for that day. That's just an example. Let me give a better example where a video creator, let's say you hired a video creator and you give the video creator that form. After that form, he has filled that form, the data goes into BigQuery, and in that form you have a check mark. Let's say whether you have approved that video or not. Video creator is basically submitting the video to you, so you are approving that this video should be uploaded to YouTube or not. Right, so Retool will get data from video creator and it will save it to BigQuery. Right, and after you approve or reject it, BigQuery will modify it, the value, whether the video is approved or rejected, and that thing is connected to this make, and it can automatically upload that video or anything. That's just an action. Uploading video is just an action, an example. You can do so many things, so many actions by just filling a form and storing some data. So just by this whole flow of sort of doing things, filling form, storing data, doing things. So these 2 or 3 tools made your task very easily in automation area. Right. So I just last time I just implemented very basic sort of a form and connected it to my Google Cloud project. Let's see if I can re-access it. I do have BigQuery open, as you can see here. That's why I had video ID, title, views, watch time, revenue submission date, video overview, video UI. Right, so that's the sort of performance table, and this one is, I guess, yeah, it's metadata of video, right? Email, name, date, yeah, those things. And I had some data for testing, as you can see. So it is basically connected to BigQuery. Uh, Let me open the form. Yeah, so here it is. I can go to edit tab. Yeah, so the connection is very basic. You just, as I said, this is a no code tool. Although it is no code tool, you can actually write. Obviously, the traditional method is going nowhere. Don't worry. It's just optional to have code. You can always switch between your SQL code and GUI. I lastly prefer this, obviously, the code part, right? So you can prefer GUI for your convenience. So from resource section, you can directly add your BigQuery account, right? There is a token thing that you need to submit here, and it is directly connected to your BigQuery table, right? And it is saved directly there. So what I have here is Retools form that I have connected to BigQuery, right? And so the data would be reflected directly into my BigQuery pool, right? So if we go to BigQuery and right, here is the table, right, that maps with the form that we have created back in the retool, right? So there are two forms, video performance and video metadata form. Video metadata contains this info, and video performance would contain like views and all other stuff, like revenue and all the stuff, right? So once the data is entered, right, once you share this form to your clients or your desired targets, and they fill the form and they submit the data, right, this will actually trigger sort of a connection, right, and put the data in this table in this your BigQuery environment, right, and you would see your uh, details here, right? So let me show you one example that I had done. Yeah, so that's it. You can see this detail, right? So now that the data is in the BigQuery, you can actually fetch the data through this make, right, and do any other triggers that you have in mind. Sort of, you basically have to make a flow of what you want to automate, right? So here what I have done is I have connected my BigQuery project id, dataset id, and table id, right? And I have triggered one uh, fetching from this table whenever the data is inserted in this thing, in my this table, right, in this pool. Basically an email will be sent. That's one scenario, right? You can have anything else other than email, right? So let's say I want to remove this. Right, so as you can see, there are so many connections available, apps available, so many modules available. You can actually do anything you want with this. Let's say Facebook, right? Let's say there is an integration for Instagram, rather, right? So yeah, you can do such stuff, right? Whatever actions the app is providing, right? This the SMS thing, you can send an SMS, you can send or emoji and all those little obviously those little customizations are right. So you can do basically anything with that. So these two apps, Retool and Make, you can have a flow of integration, right, that automates into real world applications, right? So yeah, that's it. If you have any further questions about this, I would like to do another video on it, right? So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.